I'm Felix Levine, and welcome to Unlike Me, where I sit down with fascinating people I have nothing in common with. And we're live. Maria, fuck yeah.
How are you?
So happy you're here.
I'm so happy I'm here.
So happy we made this work.
Me too.
You're one of the few guests ever to, one, sit on that side, per your request, because we can't have you on the bad side. That would ruin your career, it appears.
Yeah, it would ruin me because Surflodge videos didn't already ruin me anyways. But yeah, no, I was just, I feel more myself on this side.
I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to have Sal here.
Sally.
You're also the only guest in the history that has a full plate of sushi in front of them for the people that are watching. So here's how we met. Is we were on a St. James brand trip, which I had to like bring out the bottles for us because
so good.
We had to obviously go back to our roots of how when we first met.
It all started here.
And that's your favorite one apparently?
It is my favorite one.
The original
organic
green tea?
Literally, I swear to God, it's fucking weird.
So then we have our St. James. Mm-hmm. We have our sushi. Now this takes it even a step higher.
Two of our favorite things.
Two of our favorite things because we have a plate full of salmon avocado rolls.
Wait, what was that face? You don't like salmon?
Oh no, I'm like
Did
obsessed.
you fool me that night?
I'm obsessed with this is actually my dream. I've actually never put in an order like this.
So good. And you know what's so funny? I hate when people say that they love sushi and they don't eat the raw fish. It's like I like a California roll.
That's a crazy thing.
I'm like, who the hell are you? Shall we?
No, a little cheers.
Just one. Okay, yeah, cheers.
Come on.
Cheers.
Should we cheers with the nigiri?
Yeah, of course.
A little salmon nigiri moment.
And then
oh.
It's okay, don't worry. Watch this.
Cheers. Get it in there.
Okay.
So ginger moment. Fuck yeah. Wash it down with some St. James. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're back to our roots.
I want to clear something up.
Please.
Because I was so sad. Well, no, I was happy, but that video, Serena, shout out to Serena, but it only looked like I was eating carrots. But let me tell you, and let me tell the audience here, if you guys saw the sushi boat that was in front of us that I devoured, and the tower of chicken fingers that I was also devouring.
One tower of chicken fingers?
Whatever, how many there were.
3 towers of chicken fingers.
But can you at least attest to this, that I was eating everything?
No, I need people to understand, whenever I go out to eat dinner, people are like, you're such a fat ass. I've never seen someone eat like you. You are the only person, I swear to God, male or female in my mother's life, that I was like, holy fuck, I have never seen someone eat like this.
I know.
And we were just going at it. We were fucked up.
Stop.
We didn't like it was literally like chicken tender tower, more chicken tender tower, sushi, then a whole thing of sushi came, then another chicken tender tower came, and then of course we had our mezza that came, which it's almost like, wow, after chicken tenders and sushi, you feel like you need the carrots. Anyways, so I told you, we took a video, which I think we're going to clip into this, where I said, we're going to have so much sushi on the podcast, and here we are. Okay, when you come on my podcast, we're going to have a platter of sushi, salmon, bowl of ginger.
I'm drooling. Are you hungry, Maria? Here we are.
But I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy I'm here. I'm happy I met you guys. Like, what a couple you guys are.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
I'm sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full.
No, please do.
No.
We love you.
I love you
we
guys.
love Sal. We've spoken about both of you guys a lot. But let's get into it. What's something the world doesn't know about you from what's already out there?
Okay, this is tricky, and I'm pondering on that. I'm like thinking, what doesn't people know? I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I've been an open book, and I don't really know what people don't know about me. Maybe that I'm more sensitive than people think. People think I'm this like strong, like say it how it is and whatever. But maybe I'm a lot more sensitive than people think. Is that a good one? I don't know.
Teddy bear?
No, not teddy bear. No.
Or more like something could set you off quickly.
Well, you know what's so
would
funny?
Emotional be a synonym?
I mean, yeah, maybe. Am I emotional? No, I would say sensitive. I'm going to say sensitive because I'll tell you why. So I told Sal this the other day. I feel like I'm like a pit bull. And I'll tell you why. Give me a second.
I see this.
Let me get into it. So pit bulls have a bad rep, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everyone knows that like you go after a pit bull, they're going to bite your head off. But the owners that have a pit bull love their dog. They're like, no, you guys have it all wrong. They're so sweet. They're loving. We love my pit bull, you know? But you cross it,
don't fuck with it.
You're going to have problems. And I think that's kind of how I am. So yeah, if you want, because I was called a pit bull on the show. And at first I was kind of like, huh? Excuse me? But then I was like, no, you know what? I do really resonate with being a pit bull in the best way for people that own pit bulls.
Who's a recent person who you've bit their head off?
Oof.
That you're allowed to speak on.
Well, listen, like, so being in New York, I kind of got like, so before coming to New York, I said I was going to start dating more and like opening myself. What are you laughing at?
Well, no, because it sounds like, and I didn't, or I did.
Well, no, I did. But like men, you mean nothing to me until you're everything to me. So I've had to put a couple guys in their place since I've been here. I don't tolerate much. And I wouldn't say rip their heads off. I don't think I got that intense, but I've had my moments where I put guys in their place, and a lot of girls will be like, oh, I would have never done that. But I was like, if I felt like doing it in the moment, I'm going to do it, and I don't let people disrespect me. So maybe not ripping their heads off. That's maybe a little intense. But I don't know. I just do what I do.
I guess when you were telling yourself like I'm gonna date.
Yeah.
What were you looking for in a gentleman?
Well, you know what? I don't really know. I never really had a type. I've never really had like a set in stone like list where I always went off of. I was always like, it was a feeling. Like when I know. I always believed in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started like, whenever I would meet a guy and I really liked him, I was very faithful to like a fault where like even before we were together, I'd be so loyal to this man in the talking stage. And it bit me in the ass every freaking time. So coming to New York, I promised myself I would open myself to like dating and like talking to other people. And it's okay to talk to more than one at a time. I thought that was crazy. Believe it or not, I've never talked to more than one guy at a time.
Honestly,
until New York.
When did you move? When did you come to New York?
A month ago. I'm dead.
What's the roster?
Then I started having like 10 of them around the corner. I'm like, ooh, I can't keep up.
The roster's at 10?
No. The roster right now, I've had an epiphany over the past month, and I realized I want to go back to my old ways, where it's like I don't talk to anyone until I know you're my person, and like I'm like, we'll give one person my time of day. I can't do the whole like dating around thing. I don't sleep around, I'll tell you that much. When I talk to a bunch of them, it's like, yeah, okay, we'll go out. Like I'm very open to like hanging out with a bunch of them and like doing that. But I got overwhelmed. And wait, what are we talking about? I don't even know.
Your roster or lack thereof.
Lack thereof now. But yeah, at the time there was like about like 5 of them, 6 of them, where like I was like really like I don't know how to date.
No, but I could tell honestly, even
casually.
Like from I could tell you're like a loyal, I'm sure, partner, friend. Like I can tell, right? You can pick up on that type of energy.
Good.
I think
thank you.
You should, if you're asking for my unsolicited advice.
Yes, I am.
Keep being that.
Oh, this is not therapy?
No, well, it kind of is.
Thank you.
I think keep doing the thing where it's like I'm seeing you, and until you're my person. You're my person, because you know what, like. You deserve the best. I know you know that.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate you saying that though.
But no, but it's true, right? And I think like if a guy's not gonna give you that, then next.
But imagine like the thing is with me, it's okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm like as a man, don't take this the wrong way. But I don't like to believe, but I do believe sometimes a lot of men are full of shit.
I mean, there are a lot of men full of shit.
Right. And so I'm not the girl to like be full of, like to act that way with. I call you out. And again, like I said earlier, I don't tolerate a lot. And even and from my experience, like I've had guys be all in and like they call it love bombing. And that scares me. A lot of girls eat that shit up. That scares me. That's like a big red flag. But again, then maybe I am my own red flag because the way I act with guys when I meet them, I'm very like flirty, lovey-dovey. Like I don't know how to draw
what's
a
wrong
line.
with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but then these guys think that like I'm in love with them and then they're like all in with me and then I'm like, "Oh my God, no, this is just my personality. And now this guy thinks I'm like all in with him. And then this guy thinks like I'm all in. It got complicated being the way that I am. So that's why I like to stick with the one person that I give all my attention to. Because I don't know, the way I am when I meet people, I'm just very open. I don't know. I'm not like afraid to talk about things that maybe some girls are. I'm just, maybe, I don't even know how I am the way that I am, but I just act.
How has your,
Does that make sense?
I guess, like personal dating life changed post
Bachelor
and everything in the public eye? Does it make it harder or easier?
It's made it, well, it's difficult in the city because I didn't realize how, well, I know the show's so popular. I know that. But going out myself and girls coming up to me and like, you know, embracing me, and I take my time to like embrace them back because it's like insane to me. But if I have a guy with me, they're like, oh, are you dating him? Who's this guy? I'm like, no, he's just, and I had a guy actually get mad at me over that, being like, why don't you like claim me? And I'm like, because I'm not claiming nothing until, again, like I said, you're nothing to your everything. And so it gets difficult in that way where it's like, I'm scared to be out with someone, even if it's just casual, even if it's just friends, and then people will think it's more than it is. And I don't want that to be the case because it's all over the internet the next day, and I don't like that.
Do you like being in the public eye?
I think I'm still living a very like private life. I think obviously, yeah, the show has brought a lot more attention. To say, do I want like a relationship to be publicized and like everyone knowing about it? Not really. I would ideally like a guy, no social media, no nothing, because I like to keep things private if I can. So like I do and I don't, if that makes sense.
When you were younger, like, did you dream of being famous?
When I was younger, maybe a little bit. I was like, because I did the pacifier, right? And I got a taste of like what it was like to be on set. And I was like, oh, this is so cool, like blah, blah, blah. And then as I grew older, I kind of got that out of my system. And then going on The Bachelor, I knew what could come from it. Right. But I was never like, I can't wait to be an influencer. I can't wait to like, I don't know. I was just like, I want to be on the show, and then it would be nice to, I don't know. It kind of got weird after it because I didn't realize the impact I had on people, and it's so beautiful meeting people out, and I literally go out of my way to like sit and hang out with these people where I'm like acting so casual with them where and they're like, you're famous. I'm like, no, I'm not. Right. But it's weird to think about it like that.
I think so full transparency, I haven't seen your season.
Good. Thank God.
But it's also kind of fun for me because like then I get to go watch it, and then after I've sat down with the person, but because I've had a couple of Bachelor people on, and from what my understanding is that you, especially on the show, just became such a beloved character, and people wanted to paint you as the villain, and but it was like no, like how could you paint her as a villain? Like we love her. And I think that even like the sentiment that I could see from the internet and even talking to a couple people before this, like you choosing not to then go on The Bachelorette put you in such a position of like leverage and power, in my opinion, because like I love everything business related. So like business wise, it almost feels like your stock went up in a way that maybe could be unexpected from people that would ever turn down the show. Do you think about it like that? Do you think about like where you've positioned yourself in terms of like future opportunities? Because I think, there's a lot of demand for you. I mean, even on the one time we went out at Surf Out and I saw people come up, like they love you, like they love you. They want to see more of you. So it puts you in a good spot. Right.
No, like what I'm so grateful for is that. Like I could have never imagined the amount of support to this day that I get, that girls come up to me and they talk about their relationships and how I've helped them, and like just being a voice for outspoken women, and like that part of it, I'm like so beyond insanely like grateful for that. But turning down The Bachelorette was nothing of a business, like there was nothing from a business standpoint. Okay. Honestly speaking, and I said this multiple times, and I'm like, I just wanted to go home to go back to reality. I was stuck in a world where it was, it was a little bit like going on to the show. I thought, everyone's just going to go there, be themselves, and like, we're going to try to win over a guy's heart, like nothing crazy. And my experience, what I kind of went through, was a lot on my mental. And so when I was done, I genuinely wholeheartedly just wanted to go back to my family and friends and get back to reality. That was it. And I did, and I took that break, you know? And then when I was asked, you know, I was asked for Bachelorette, and the opportunity was insane. Yeah. Like insane to me, where I was like wow, like that, I couldn't believe that I would even be offered that.
What's your first, so when you first find out,
yeah,
are you like, what part of you is in, what part of you is out?
The part of me was seeing the amount of support I got from me being on the show, just from being myself.
Right.
Like if I was playing a character and they supported me, they're like, we want that, I'd be like, oh, I can't keep up with that. But because they loved me for just being who I was, yeah, and I had so much outspoken like support, I was like, I want to do it for them. Where I was saying no was me being uncomfortable doing it all over again.
Right.
And being like, again, I just wanted that break. I want to go home a little bit. Can't lie.
What do you think would have happened if you had gone through and been the Bachelorette?
I think I would have, because I trust the process. I truly do. I think it's a process that works. I think that, well, hopefully I would have been engaged. Hopefully I would have found my person. But again, I'm not a liar. I'm not full of shit. So if I didn't like anyone and it wasn't really sticking, I would have made that known. So I don't know if I was the right person. I think, who knows what would have happened. I can't give you that answer because I don't know. But I like where I am now. I respect and I'm very happy with my decision with not doing it. And I think everything happens for a reason, and I'll leave it at that. Have you always,
well, first, do you feel like you're a confident individual?
I feel like I feel like I could be a confident person. And I say I could be because it depends on my like environment. I feel confident most days, but at the end of the day, like, you know, it's hit or miss. But people tell me I'm confident, so I want to believe that I am. But like, I like to say I am sometimes.
But it's okay. I mean, I think
we all have our days,
right? And I think what's cool about you and the little time that we've all spent is like, yeah, you exude that level of like excitement and confidence and like, yes, down for anything. But I think it's also, it shows a lot of people, like your decision to turn down something of that caliber, right? Like most people be like, what the fuck? Like I would never, like how could I ever? But like you prioritized yourself. You prioritized what made you feel good in that moment. Right. And I think at the end of the day, it's like, how do you want to feel with yourself? And it seems like you have no regrets.
No, not one at all. And I think that's exactly well put, because for me, it's like, I want to do something that makes me happy. And I want to do things that are like enjoyable to me. And I want to make sure it's not only enjoyable for myself, but my friends around me. And like, that's why I say yes to a lot, and I want to enjoy life, and I want to do things that are different and, you know, all that. But like, I need to know that inside I'm like excited about it.
What makes you happy right now?
Just like honestly being with my friends, meeting new people, like having new experiences. I don't know, I've been close to my family, but we've gotten even closer after all of this, because really? I feel like those are the people that I needed the most when I got back. And just making new experiences with my friends makes me happy.
Work-wise, yes, where does one go from here?
So
like what happens even, yeah, I'm curious, like what do you even think of after you turn it down? Is there a concern that like I might not get more opportunities, or you're like, fuck it, I know I'm gonna get other things in the future?
It's not even like to me, I was from day one stepping onto that's like the Bachelor, I was like, whatever comes from this, I don't care, because I'm okay to go back to where I came from.
Right.
And I still stand by that. So regardless of opportunities, I don't like, to me, this is like crazy that I'm being offered things that like I never expected I would ever be offered, or interviewing for things that I was like, where is this all coming from? So just that I'm in awe of. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I don't even know how this is like all happening. So for me, it's like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So what's meant for me will come for me. And so regardless, I was never worried. I was never worried about, because I know, some people obviously want to become influencers. They want to, gain something out of this. For me, I was just like, I'm going to run with it. And whatever it's brought my way. If I like it, I'll do it. If I don't, I'm going to say no. And I think I've made that very clear with how I've led up until this point. But yeah, so I was never really, I'm like open to whatever, but as long as it fits who I am. But if it means just me going back to who I was, I'm okay with that too, because I enjoyed where I was before this.
Have you always enjoyed, and I think it, you know, regardless of confidence or not, like
Right.
it sounds like you're good with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think that that's very obvious when people aren't. Have you always been like this? Or were you like as a kid, were there the same levels of feeling okay with Maria?
Well, I mean, I have gone through a lot of shit in my life. I have gone through things with family, myself, where it kind of woke me up to like really appreciate life and not to get deep or dark into any of that. But like, I've seen some things, I've gone through some things that a lot of people haven't. It brought me to the lowest points of my life, to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to take every day as it comes, and every opportunity that comes, I'm going to just be grateful. I'm trying to really just embrace the time that I have on earth, because I know how valuable that is, because I've seen it being taken away from people who have been close to me just like that. And again, like I haven't always been comfortable in who I am, but I think I've gone through those dark times at a young age where now I am fully comfortable. I'm like, if I look bad, even though I asked you to sit on the side, because I didn't want to show my other side, but to the most part, I'm like at a point where I'm like, listen, I am who I am, take it or leave it. I'm going to be unapologetic. It's worked. People like me, people hate me. That's life. And I've been okay with knowing that. And that's that. That is that.
Of course, whatever you don't want to share, don't share.
No,
but are
it's
there
fine.
any moments that of perhaps some of those tougher times specifically that you want to get into that you feel like pinpointed as like a life-altering moment that shaped you then to who you are today?
Oh, there's a few. I mean, like, I myself have gone to a really bad accident, and I spoke on this a little bit, but that day completely changed my life.
What kind of accident?
Car accident.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was at an old, like it was around 2018, and it was something that, like, again, like that moment should have been. It should have the way it's so scary to talk about. I don't like talking about these things because you know me. I'm very like bubbly there. I don't like to get into dark places, but it really did bring me into a dark place. I was very, very depressed after that. I didn't see myself the same. I didn't want to go out, didn't want to see anybody. I just wanted to like escape. And then it kind of just like was like, no, like this is another chance at life. Like I could have died, but here I am. Like, why am I sitting here being depressed and sad? Like, let's just get back to reality and be appreciative that you're still here on earth. You know, I have a family member who struggles with drug abuse, and seeing that as well was something where I was like, I see someone ruin their life because of an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And like I tried everything to help. I've tried, you know, all that, and it's just like nothing I can do can really change that person. It's like a mindset, you know? Like if you want to help yourself, you'll help yourself. You want to get out of something, you can get out of it. You just got to fight, you know? And I did that for myself, and it's hard to see others around me not do that for themselves. But it just, again, just made me really just appreciate every day I have on earth and not take things for granted. I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect how things were going to go. I didn't expect the support I've had and still have, and I didn't expect any of it, but having it is just like a bonus in my life.
What specifically has helped you get out of those hard times?
My friends, you know, my family, talking through things with them, and you know, it was a slow process in the beginning, but I just really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. I do like to do that, and that was why I went on the show too. People see me as very confident. I am, but damn, can you imagine going on a fucking dating show, cameras everywhere, making out with this guy, and there's like you see 10 guys around you looking at you. Anyways, besides that, but maybe we can't talk about that. I don't fucking know. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things that I like to do that pushes me, you know? But I just realized it was a lot of wasted time being down. And I know that it's okay to, like, be in that place. But I know me. I know I'm strong. And I know I'm capable. So it was a work in progress, but I made it through.
Do you feel like it's a moment like that time in 2018 that makes you then understand that you have the limited time? Like then, like before, did you have that perspective at all, or it completely changes that when you I guess perhaps feel so close to death or something very
exactly
fatal?
that. I've had things that have happened in my life since childhood, but it was always from like other people around me. It was never very like, this happened to me, this is my experience. So although I'm very empathetic and I like when people around me are going through something, I feel like I'm almost going through that same thing because I care so much. But it really, really hits different when you go through something yourself and it all just clicks. But I think I've always had that kind of like, I don't know, I've always been sensible to the fact that like, you know, life is very valuable and like I want to make things count. But again, it didn't really, really click for myself to make me want to like push myself forward until it happened to myself. And so like, yeah, it's crazy. And like, I don't wish this on anyone to like have to go through something shitty to experience this stuff, but like, or to like have like your own awakening. But it definitely does something to you.
What would you tell your 10-year-old self now with the perspective that you've had?
Just to pull through and everything's gonna be okay, cause you got this. You're a funny, confident girl. No matter what, you're gonna like work through it. Like at the end of the day, there's never been something that I didn't see the positive in. I didn't push myself to see the positive in, or like I don't want to say make light up, but like I was able to always get out of hard times in a funny, like happy-go-lucky way.
Dancing and laughing.
Dancing, laughing, eating sushi, filling your stuff. I eat my feelings. There it is. I think we figured it out. I eat my feelings. I enjoy eating, and that's it. Just eat your little heart out, and you're gonna be just fine.
Is there a part, going back to more of like the Bachelor stuff and all that, is there a part after you leave that entire kind of ecosystem that there's a disappointment factor that you haven't yet found your partner? Is that disappointing, or are you mostly like relieved it wasn't one of the people on the show?
Well, before going on the show, and a big reason why I went on the show was because I liked the idea that I was able to like one day show my kids, like, look, this is mommy and daddy, how they met, like that was the idea in my head. I was like, this could be perfect. I love movies. Now here's my movie, you know? Maybe that was a little disappointing because it would have been a beautiful love story, showcased on national television. But that would have been a cool little, but I wasn't disappointed because, again, like I stayed true to who I was. And if I knew that we just weren't each other's person, I wasn't going to fake it. So I'm proud of that. Just disappointed being like, there's a lot of, I feel like maybe the girls and I could have had a lot more fun together. I feel like there could have been a lot more funny moments. There could have been a lot more like stuff like that maybe I'm disappointed about, but I can't force anything. So if he wasn't my person, he wasn't my person. I can't really be disappointed about that. But I'm happy he found someone. Now it's my turn, bitch. But we'll see in due time.
What are you looking for? Because Serena and I's favorite pastime is matchmaking.
Oh, I know.
Like
sign
really
me up.
Yeah, but like, what do we? Because there's also, I think, what I've noticed is people sometimes think they know what they want, but they kind of want something else.
Right. Exactly.
Do you think you know exactly what you want, or no, which is also totally fine?
I think I know the idea of what I want, but the feeling, again, like it's just, I want someone that just makes me feel safe. I want someone that makes me feel like excited to want to see them again. I don't get that often. I want to feel like I found someone that matches my energy. I also used to think that I wanted someone maybe like a little bit more low key, but now I realize that no, the low key ones, I have to like pick up the slack, and I'm always the one entertaining. And I'm like, no. I want to be the one to sit back and let him a little bit, get his, I swear, on Call Her Daddy, I literally said this. I'm like, I want someone to like, I want to be the confident one. I want to be the, no. I want us to match each other's energy like you and Serena.
That's very sweet. But also I think even like with me and Serena, it's like I think you can't have like 100 and 100.
Yes, okay,
you know
fine,
what I mean?
yes.
Like, I think also I understand the moments where she shines.
She's the star, yeah.
And I'm supporting, and there's the moments where like I'm more of me. But I think like if you put two firecrackers together, or two higher energy, like, but You're right. It's like a yin and yang and,
Yes.
and push and pull there.
But I think like I used to think I wanted the quiet one, you know? I wanted the very chill one. No.
Can I tell you what I think you need?
Tell me what you think I need.
You need you need a man.
That's what I want. Yes, a man.
And let me tell you.
An exclamation
Let
mark.
me tell you. I think the problem is that there's a lot of males who think they're men.
Amen to that.
And I think that, yeah, I don't even think it really becomes to like loud, quiet, this, that. I think it's just like if they're good with who they are, then you'll feel it. You know what I mean? And I think they can't like if they're intimidated, if put you on a pedestal, forget it. Just forget it off the bat. And that's why I asked in the beginning. It's like sometimes you go on these shows in public, whatever, and so they get all scared. It's like, yo, you're a homie.
I've had many comments about
I'm
that
sure.
when girls come up to me, it's like, oh, you love that. I'm like, love that. Of course I fucking love when girls are going to go out of their way to come talk to me. I'm going to be like, bye-bye, date that I was just talking to for a couple hours. Hey, girls, let's hang out. Like, of course I'm going to love and appreciate that. I don't like when guys, now they see, because I have been on the show, and they make comments about it. I don't want to, like when, you know what I want a guy to do? Not have social media. Don't watch any TV. Okay, watch TV, but don't watch any reality TV. Don't know me. And I like it. I will love you forever.
Have you been on a date with a guy like that?
Ooh.
Post
Yes, I have.
And
it was great. It was great because it wasn't any Bachelor talk. It wasn't any it was just we got to know each other on a surface level in the beginning, and then we really got to know each other, and there was never any questions about any of that. And actually, and it's so funny because the difference of guys who have been around the scene. Yeah. When girls have come up to me, they make comments. But the one that has no idea about reality TV, he sees me the way I react around women that come up to me and support me. He's so happy and excited. He's like, whoa, like this is amazing. Like, good for you. So to be honest, yeah, I've had a better experience with people who don't know me from the show than people who do. I just think that like there's just been comments about like, again, like you said, very like it's more like an insecure. It's if you're good with yourself.
You're good with yourself in general. Like you're good.
Right. And it shouldn't matter. And like I'm the type of woman, like when I'm with one man, I make it known that you are my man. I make you feel safe. I make it like known that I am yours. No one else even stands a chance. And so when guys still get insecure and thinking like, oh, because you're getting this attention, like you're gonna like, I don't like those comments because I know who I am. And I would never let you feel that way. But you need, again, it comes within, So if you're already not confident, I can't help you with that. But I can help you know and claim you and let everyone else know. But unless you feel it for yourself, there's nothing I can do. But I've had, there was a guy I was seeing that I felt was a little insecure. And it's so weird because he was in this world.
What subtle things, I'm curious, like what subtle things have guys done that show the insecurity?
Making comments about how I act around other people, saying that I'm flirty, saying, I had a guy literally say to Sal, like, I know she's pretty and I know she can get who she wants, which is so funny. I don't even think about myself like that. I really don't. And then he's like, and that worries me. It's like, bitch, what are you talking about?
It's a problem. I always have this theory. If someone wants to cheat on someone, they're going to cheat on. Why are you even worrying about it? Like, legit, I have friends of mine too. Like, they're like, I'm like, dude, go to sleep. Like, if she's gonna cheat on you, she's gonna figure out a way to cheat on you. Like, I don't know why you're like losing sleep, like doing this, that, the third. Yeah. Like, you clearly either don't trust your relationship, which you should figure out. You don't trust something. There's a problem. But like, I don't know, the people that like worry about if you're flirting or if you're doing something, that for me is a major red flag.
But it also shows me like, is this what you're worried about because this is the things that you do?
Right. There's that too.
Right. And I think that like that's where that mostly stems from. It's because he probably knows how much attention he could get and like what he can do behind my back. He thinks, well, if I can do it, she's definitely doing it too. But the thing is with me is like, again, I've always been a straight shooter. I've always been too honest for my own good. And like, if I like you, you'll know. If I don't like you, you'll know. And if I'm all in, that's all you need to know. And believe me, I have no interest in anyone else because let me tell you something. When I like a guy, I see nothing else. And I see nothing else. Fucking Brad Pitt can walk up and I can be with my man and be like, looking at my man and he'd be like, Brad Pitt's right there. I'm like, Brad Pitt who? Like, I am
Obsessed
that girl.
with this energy.
But I don't get to that point often. And that's why I've been alone.
Alone, maybe not.
Well, now I've been trying to date, but I'm saying before the month, I like to, keep to myself until I find that one person that kind of like sparks my interest. And it's rare. It is rare. And that's what makes me so sad because I'm like, why is it so fucking rare? Oh my God, my friend, do you know Greer? Oh, by the way, you're 23?
24.
Bitch, I can kill you. You know I'm going to be 30?
I saw on August 27th.
I'm going to kick your ass.
Really?
When she told me you were 24, sorry. I literally was like, no. Why am I always the oldest in the room?
How old do you think I was?
I don't know. I thought you were maybe like 28, 29. Come on, man. 24? Mm-hmm. I can kill you.
Kill me.
I will.
Okay.
I was very sad about that. I was like, I'm older than everyone. Every time I go out in New York, I'm oldest. But she was talking, Greer, she knows you and your girlfriend. And, she was telling me she used to go on so many dates. She used to call it the meal plan.
I'm dead.
And she literally,
so
she's a queen.
What's included in the meal plan?
Just like literally planning a date a week, like every single
the
day,
meal?
And just to get food out of it.
Oh, damn.
And I said to her,
it's
but to me, the way I love her so much, though, she's such a queen. She literally was the one to be like, Maria, you got to get yourself out there, get Hinge. I'm like, I got Hinge for less than 24 hours.
I can't even imagine.
And I deleted it.
No, yeah. I think,
I can't do it.
You need this is why I love matchmaking. I swear to God, we're gonna, I think I need to start like an actual book with like my profiles. We have Maria.
As you should.
And like we only vet like the people that we love, and because I think you. Do
you have anyone in mind right now as you speak?
There was someone, but I don't know. I need to think a little bit more.
Okay, think.
I think because also like I'm not here to waste anybody's time.
Yes,
like, if I don't think
you
got exactly like your time is precious. So like if I don't think we're not gonna waste anybody's time here.
Right.
But
someone who leads a low profile life.
Yeah, like I just think you just need a good human being, and I think like quite frankly, what I've learned, this shit is not that people like to overcomplicate it, and it's quite simple actually.
It is.
Do a couple things, and you'll be fine.
People, and what I've realized is like people are always looking for, I want the hot person. I want someone that looks good on paper. How about just having fun with someone? How about just laughing with someone, being comfortable, being at home watching a movie together? Why don't we like really just focus on that? I don't give a shit. A lot of my friends even say they're like, you like the ugly ones. Good. I will always love the ugly ones. I don't want anyone to like my man. And I like a little bit of a chunker.
Sometimes. You like a little?
Sometimes. I say that all the time. But it's because I don't judge. If you make me laugh,
Tommy?
I like a little dad bod. Why not? Here and there. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
The way I see it is like, you make me laugh. We can watch movies. You like horror? Oh my God, count me in. We can be scared together. We can cuddle. We can just be at home together. Like, I don't need extravagant dates. I don't need to go out. I don't need to be posting selfies, stupidities. I just want someone to be alone with and feel comfortable and happy. That's what I want. But if someone wants to like constantly be on the gram and hey babe, take a photo of me, I will put his phone up Sal's ass. I'm sorry, Sal. I'm dead. I'm sorry. But I'm saying like I'm really, and you're right, it's not that complicated. And I don't want to overcomplicate things. I don't have a list. I don't have an idea. I just it's a feeling you get when you meet the right person. And that's it. I just haven't had it yet. That was a lot. I'm sorry. Does that make sense? This is literally, you were therapy for me, by the way.
This is good. It's like a nice little Wednesday afternoon therapy session.
Yeah.
What's next? Like, how do we, even like, I guess my last question on relationship things, like, is there a fear? You're about to be 30. Like, is there a fear? It shouldn't be, right? Like, I don't mean it, but I remember Serena talking about it too. Like when she was turning 30, like it was a whole identity crisis too. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but at the same time, in the grand scheme, it's still so young. Like there's people, especially now, are getting married later, having kids later. Like it's a whole thing. But is that a genuine fear? And it's okay if it is or isn't.
Yeah, no, I've yet to even talk about my birthday because I'm so like, I just don't even like the idea of it. But you know what? I think and it's not even about turning 30. I think it's just like the idea of like what people think about what 30 is. Where I'm like, am I in the right like point in my life where like I'm like okay, like I don't know. I just feel like there's so many unfinished things that I still want to do where I'm like, does it change after 30? But I honestly, the 30-year-olds that I've hung out with, they are so happy to be 30 and they've like, it's the best time of their life and it's not scary and I'm not scared. I think my life will just get started by 30. I think I have a lot more to look forward to. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, in terms of like wanting a family and wanting kids one day, like, yeah, time's a ticking, you know what I mean? Like, hello, men, hello, this is the time now or never. No, I'm just joking. But like, yeah, no, I know I still have time for a lot of things in my life. And I just think that like 30 is like the wake up call where it's like, okay, start being real serious. Like, no more entertaining little boys, no more entertaining things that don't matter to you. It's time now. You're a woman. I've always been a woman, but I'm even more of a woman because 30 is hot. So sexy. And it's like, that's going to be like where I'm really going to get my shit. I feel like I got my shit together, but it's like 30 is like the celebration of everything that I've overcome, everything that I've become, everything that I am, and everything that I have looking forward to in the future. Does that make sense?
Serena and I have a little early birthday present for you.
What?
So you might be familiar.
My God, I was literally going to ask for this.
She makes the best card games in the world, and we heard that
I love it.
you're looking to date now. So a little let's fucking date for you.
I love this so much. I literally
you bring this on
no,
bring this on dates. Bring this on dates, I promise you. Also, then when you have like a real guy that like deserves you, we can graduate to let's fucking fuck. You can just hit us up.
Shut the fuck up. She has that.
There's
let's fucking fuck.
There's let's fucking play.
What a queen.
There's let's fucking play. That's a self-pleasure one. Let's fucking date. Wait.
Sorry, could you have one of those? I'm just joking.
We'll send you all of them. We have let's fucking date. Let's fucking fuck.
Oh my
I think
God.
you can put it together.
Yeah.
And then when you're with your friends, we'll send you all of them. Let's fucking go.
Can I just say this? By the way, I love, thank you very much. And I will definitely use this. So I spoke about this, but I have this thing where I do with men where I call it honesty hour. And I like to have them bring over a bottle of wine. I have a bottle of wine and we drink and we ask each other anything. This is going to be the thing I bring out.
I'm not even just saying this. I'm not even just saying this because Serena's my girlfriend. Like, it's an incredible game. And it's like, it breaks the immediate ice.
Did you guys play on your first date?
We actually didn't.
Happen after.
We didn't plan our first date.
Okay.
Well, actually, when she came on the show, we played like one or two cards. It's good. You could play even that game technically with friends. Like it gets people talking.
Good, and I love that.
But also, you should see the DMs. It's like, yo, we just broke the bed. We just had our third child. We just fucked for like 9 hours straight. Like that game does things. So.
It ends up in a happy night. It has a happy ending. This card gives you a happy ending, boys. You hear that? Yeah. Let's fucking date.
A little bottle of wine, let's fucking date. I love it.
Happy, like, honesty hour with let's fucking date.
You better, when you use it, you better FaceTime us.
Absolutely.
And you better give us
I'll FaceTime you the next morning.
The next morning, yeah, we don't.
I'm just joking.
We don't need the live stream from the fucking.
No. But yeah, no, this is definitely something that would be perfect for me. And I love that it looks like it's like a cigarette.
Yeah, it's.
That is so funny. I love this so much.
It's iconic. We need to get you out of here, or else Sal might rip me a new asshole.
Ugh, Sal. I love you.
But we love Sal.
We love Sal.
And thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my God,
thank you so much for taking on. You're the best. Like we had so much fun at Surf Lodge. It's like you're one of those people. You're a fucking homie. Like
I love you.
Whatever you want to say, girl, like all of the things. You're all the things, and you're a friend now. So I'm happy to have you. And we all got to hang out. We got to get drinks. You got to come back and like live in the city. We didn't even go into that. We don't have time. But thank you so much for coming on. And
my pleasure.
You're the best.
You're the best. And thank you guys for having me. And like honestly, when I say something about you, I am very friendly to people, but the people that I actually like love and respect, like you are one of them, Serena's one of them, and I appreciate you guys. You guys are a great couple. You guys are gonna fucking last, and I better be invited to the wedding.
Oh, obviously you're at the wedding.
Okay, thank you.
Is Sal +1?
Yes.
Or +2? You get a +2.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I get a +2.
Or plus, if you need +1 too, we can. Anyways, we're a couple years
away. I love you. I love this.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best.